Growing up in a small rural community where there weren't very many role models about what life could look like beyond that, especially not for women. And I grew up in a family where no one had ever even gone to college. So when I talked about what I dreamed, what I saw for myself, my father would always say to me, there's only one way out: education.
The speaker is Pat Mitchell, current president and CEO of PBS.
I saw television as a great teaching tool. So to have the opportunity to lead the only media enterprise in this country that has as its mission to use media to educate, to inform, to inspire, to engage, but yes, to educate, was an opportunity I couldn't possibly refuse.
Pat Mitchell began her television career at WBZ-TV in Boston, where she produced news specials. At a time where it was challenging for women on camera to find their individual voices, Mitchell found hers. She was the first woman to produce her own talk show, which won an Emmy for Best Daytime Talk Programming.
And the armies of young people who are
Pat Mitchell worked as a reporter for all three broadcast networks. At NBC, she became the substitute host on the Today Show for Jane Pauley. Mitchell went on to Turner Broadcasting as president of CNN Productions, where she worked for her most influential mentor,
Ted Turner. I mean, Ted is absolutely passionate about ideas and what he believes in, and he puts his money where his values are. He is the only person I ever worked with in media who literally said, this is important, do it. Don't ask me how much it costs, take as long as you need, spend as much money as you need, get it right.
During her tenure at CNN, her team produced more than 500 hours of documentaries, won 41 Emmys and 7 Peabody Awards. But for Pat Mitchell, her current job is her most meaningful one.
The best part of what happens with PBS programming is after you turn the television off. And we suggest on the air that parents turn the television off. Pick up the book. Most of our PBS programming is based on books.
Welcome to the future.
Under Pat Mitchell's leadership, PBS has become the largest provider of programs for America's children and has become the top provider of college-based distance learning, with more than 5 million students taking classes at this time.
I do see PBS as a great library. You know, after 3 decades in television, the one thing I'm absolutely sure of is that you cannot have thriving representative government by the people, for the people, with the people, without a thriving public service media enterprise.